Here we go then, ladies and gentlemen. We are on to a brand new save as it is time to finally rebuild English cricket. And the goals are simple. Become the number one test team in the world, the number one one-day team, the number one T20 team in the world, as well as have the best batter in all three formats, the best bowler in all three formats. Win the Test World Championship, win the T20 World Cup and win the ODI World Cup. 9 goals for the start of the series as we take command of this England team. An England team that's found a new identity with Bazball, but in the white ball arena has fallen off drastically in recent years. We're playing away in Pakistan on the 22nd of May 2024. There's no end to this series. It's over once it's over. This could be a long one. Strap yourselves in for rebuilding England. So the way we're going to split this up, it won't be one full calendar year every episode. I think there's too many games to get into it. But what we're going to do is we're going to work through and we'll do the entirety of the English summer in one. And then the next episode we'll do the entirety of the winter in the other. So essentially every 2 episodes you get through a season. I think this might take us about 12 seasons. So this, in terms of how we've gone about things in the past, is going to be a big one. So overall, I'm really excited about getting stuck into England. It's been a couple of years since I've done a big England save, but we're starting off with a T20 squad. And the squad it wants to give us has got Ollie Pope in it, which he's going to be removed. It's got Alex Lees in it, which is going to be removed. It's got Ethan Brooks in it, which is going to be removed. And this is the squad we're going to go with for the first campaign. We've got Duckett, we've got Salt, Butler, Bairstow, Brook, Livingston, Jacks, Moeen Ali, Rian Ahmed, Sam Curran, Gus Atkinson, Archer, Rashid, Topley and Cook. Going with Adam Mark Wood in the squad. I'm trying to work out what my lineup looks like. So I want to see a bit of Sam Curran on this game. I've not played with him yet. I want to see how good Reece Topley is. And I want to see Sam Cook. Sam Cook was previously excellent for us in our rebuilding Northants save. But particularly with the ball in T20 cricket, which was a surprise to me. So 1 of 4 internationals going up against Pakistan. There's probably one name on there that I am looking to move on from, and it is a Johnny Bairstow. Now, my thing here is I want to get Will Jacks up to the 5 role. It will leave us a little light, so bringing in someone like a Sam Curran looks like a good idea. But going with an Cook with the new ball, Archer, Atkinson, Curran, Rashid as the spinner, but it also gives us Will Jackson and Liam Livingston. I'm hoping we find something that might work. If it doesn't, we've got enough time to deal with it before the World Cup. About 2 series. And on the predictor, it's looking all Pakistan. Not the best start. There's some good takeouts from this. Sam Cook, 3 overs for 12, going at 4s in the power play. Jofra Archer went at 14s. That was all in the power play. He went round the park. So did Sam Curran. But the Sam Cook thing looks like it's a doer. And I've not quite got this lineup ticking. And I don't think I've got the right players in for the first effort at doing this. We do want Josh Butler opening the batting. Of course we do. I want Harry Brook just moving down 1. And we pick up a win in the second game. 182 for 8. They get Sam Cook. 3 for 41. He bowled really well, but his last over did go round the park. He got a wicket in it, but 6-4-4 to finish the innings wasn't ideal. Sam Curran was reasonable. Will Jacks has proven he's okay as well. He's not gone around the park with the few overs he's had. But this was the Josh Butler show. 122 off 57. Incredible knock. Just a shoo-in. Ben Duckett did add some value. Harry Brook, stability. But we get home, we're back in the series. Jofra Archer going at 13s is a massive concern to me. We've only got the one seaming option that can come in it. It's going to be Reece Topley. Does mean I want to give him the new ball to split up the left armers. They need 1 to win with 1 ball to go. We're bringing in the field to try and stop a run. Can we do it? Fakir Zaman is the guy on strike. Predictor has got... I don't know how we win that. 12%. Maybe it takes into account super overs. 1 to win. Cook Oh, it's pumped through the offside. They've gone and won it off the last ball. Not a bad effort from the team. We get 184. Slightly disappointing at times. Harry Brook, not really getting on with it as I'd like, nor was Will Jacks. But Livingston and Curran, very good towards the end. Josh Butler scoring runs again. But Fack as a man gets it done for them. Couldn't get the breakthrough. But Reece Topley coming in looks like a legitimate source with the new ball. And all it needs in this position, I'm a strike rate guy when it comes to T20 cricket in terms of bowling. If you've got a high strike rate on the game, you're in a good position. So, yeah, it's okay if he could have picked up another wicket or two. But going at 5.5 or whatever he did is outstanding, really. Yeah, we've been absolutely drubbed there. 120 for 9. Ben Duckett's had a reasonable series, like consistent scores without getting a biggie. We were 2 down pretty early doors, to be fair. Phil Salt's had a really poor series with the bat for us in T20 cricket. And Brook, Jacks, that is your 5 and 6, isn't quite working out. We lose the series 3-1. Josh Butler shines, averaging 67 with a 189 strike rate. It's a strike rate game, and Harry Brook went at less than a run a ball in the entire series. So did Will Jacks. There's some problems with that middle order, but with the ball, Adil Rashid's strike rate of 10, I'm going to take that every single day of the week. Sam Curran's strike rate was really poor, and his economy rate was high, even though he wasn't consistent. He had the odd good game in there. It wasn't every single game was bad. So with preparation done, it's time to go and pick our squad for the World Cup. So we've got 18 in the squad at the moment, and we do need to take a few out. I think Adil Rashid's shown he is the first choice spinner, so we don't need Moeen Ali and Rian Ahmed. We've also got Livingston, who bowls leggies on the game, Will Jacks that bowls off spin. So Ahmed's going to go because Moeen Ali's batting is maybe the option that we need to look at from time to time. Jofra Archer, as much as I love him, on the game, I've never ever seen him do well on the game. He always just gets smacked around the park. So, interestingly enough, I'm dropping England's most sought after player. And then I'm down to 3 options here, I think. Well, 4. We've got Gus Atkinson, who's going around the park, but I've brought in Luke Wood and I've brought in Lewis Gregory, which is an interesting choice. It gives us additional batting again down the order. But if we drop Atkinson, that means we've only got 3 full fat seamers, and if an injury comes along, we're going to be struggling. So we do need one of them in the squad. And I actually think what I'm going to do is I want to take Curran out, but I don't know if I've got big enough kahunas to do it, to bring in Gregory and Wood for him. So Wood's going to go. One of the problems of doing this, obviously, is the impact we've just made to the team, but is we didn't really have much of a warm-up to get into this. So it does feel a little bit stronger. We've brought in Sam Hain. The Hain train's going to make his T20 international debut at long last. Should be possibly part of the team. Definitely should have been looked at for a test match berth at some stage. We don't want Liam Livingston being one of the frontline bowlers. I don't know if I've quite got the balance of the team right here, but Rashid is the spinner, and that gives us a left arm fast medium, a right arm fast medium, right arm fast, and left arm fast medium. So there's plenty of variety in there. Does mean we're going without Will Jacks, who struck at a 75 strike rate, which wasn't good enough and went to 8.5. Livingston was going at a 140 strike rate, so we could tinker with him or Bairstow, but I think I'm going to go for Bairstow. I'm doing that thing that England do, where you know what you get with Johnny Bairstow. There's going to be the odd innings that's going to be an absolute worldie, and I think I've just put myself in that bracket where I want to see it. And we pick up a win. It's not the most convincing win. This is a little harder than playing in the County Championship. The County Championship, you know you've got a period of time to build, and you're not expecting success from day one. International arena, it's judged slightly different. Harry Brook, we got a better knockout of, 28 off 15, that's pretty good. Bairstow added value down the order. The long tail got exposed, and our run rate subsequently just dropped off a cliff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wickets in the last 4 overs. And there was a stage, if we look at Scotland, where they were ahead of the game. And then wickets towards the end got us across the line. 4 for Gus Atkinson. Sam Cook didn't quite work out in a role without the new ball. And now we're going to be tested. We're going up against Australia, mate. We're a 3-star rated team. I've really dwindled us down, haven't I? And there's a lot of rain. Wow, we've smashed them. Rain affected. We lost a couple of hours. We lost a couple of hours after we'd bowled about 5 overs. So it's not exactly fair, and it forced them to try and score quickly at the end. They didn't quite do that. However, they did do pretty well off the over from Harry Brook, who I bowled because I was like, I can't bowl the spinner again. He's gone round the park. But Sam Hain comes good. 52 off 33. Takes us home. 9-wicket victory. Plus 161 net run rate. Doesn't matter how often I look at this team list. I'm just not seeing another option. Maybe I want to just see I know Gus Atkinson's just taken a shed load of wickets. Maybe I go with that and Adil Rashid for a game and give him a rest. Sunny conditions. Essentially what I want to do is I just want to have a little look-see at Lewis Gregory with the ball. We're playing against a man, so if we're going to have a game to chop and change, this is the one. I can't believe this. I actually can't believe it. They need 2 to win from 12 balls. Sam Curran with the ball. We win it 6% of time somehow. But we've made an absolute hack-up of this. Sam Curran's gone at 16s. I've got no other bowlers to try, so I've got no other choices. 1 to win from 10 balls. Sam Curran steaming in. It's down the ground, and we've just lost to a man. 173 for 7. Sam Hain was really good, but again, not a lot from anyone else. Phil Salt's had a very woeful time with the bat. And Sam Curran with the ball has massively let us down and put qualification at risk. Makes it very clear who the guy to go is for Adil Rashid. Sam Hain just waltzes into international cricket, averaging 116 with a 141 strike rate. Oh my days, we're in this position again. This is do or die match against Namibia, and they might win this game. 69.5% says they will do it. Sam Cook, we need a wicket. They need 13 off 12. They've picked up a boundary, and the very next ball, it's edged down the ground. It's 4 more. 5 to win from 7 balls. It's smashed into the yard. They need 1 to win. We have just lost to 2. It's not all over till it's over. Topley with the wicket. 1 to win from 5. Come on, Reese. Very next ball. Oh, no, he can't. We've just gone and lost to the minute. Oh, my days. Imagine if this was Matthew Mott. There's a couple of problems going on here. The 5th bowler role isn't quite working. Gus Atkinson has been expensive since I've been playing him. What's his economy rate? 9.96. We haven't quite got the right squad. 4 for Lewis Gregory, which was pretty good. It looks like we've gone through somehow. I don't know how we've managed to go through considering how poor we've just been. But that is a very, very poor start to the campaign. Now going into the next stage because, hey, we do stages in this World Cup. It's the most ridiculous format going. We've got New Zealand, Pakistan and Sri Lanka. It could be harder. If we look at just the World Cup stats, this stuff here is pretty good. Harry Brook is woeful. A 125 strike rate. You could make a call for taking him out and giving Liam Livingston a go. You don't want to change Bairstow because Bairstow and Gregory are both just smashing it. Adil Rashid isn't quite working out, going at 10s. Gus Atkinson's going at 9s. He's got 8 wickets. Strike rate of 10, I like that. Sam Cook going at 9s with a strike rate of 30 doesn't give you much to go on. It's a tough gig thanks to the team that have picked. I'm taking full responsibility for this and expect to be sacked. Oh, could the real England please stand up? And we do. 223 for 9. We go big. Butler with a 200 strike rate. Salt hitting at 291, butchering it through the leg side. Hain, Duckett, they keep momentum going, but Bairstow in this role has been deadly. Those runs all coming around the end of the game. Lewis Gregory with some runs as well, but with the ball, it was just too many for them. Topley with 4, and wickets spread around in that's our best performance as a team so far. Means the group stages, this is a biggie. You basically need 2 wins to get yourself in, and we've got one of them That's a bad performance. We can't do it back to back. They get a huge score, 227. At one stage, I didn't think it was that bad. That was probably till about over number 10. Last over went round the park as well. Reece Topley, 6-6, 4-4. Two of them coming off edges. It's a good performance from the New Zealand team. And once we'd lost a wicket, it was a phone number until we got to Lewis Gregory. It's not great. It comes to this, do or die against Pakistan. Liam Livingstone just giving it the big averaging 3 with a 54 strike rate. Not sure. We haven't got options. We haven't got options with the bat. With the ball, Adil Rashid going at 10s in the whole competition. You know, we're going up against a relatively decent team against spin. I feel we probably need a change. I guess any change is good other than Livingstone. We could go for Will Jacks and swap Jacks for Brooks and bring in Moeen Ali. So we've split it between two bowlers to try and give ourselves a little extra batting. We creep over 3 stars. We've got an opportunity on a slow outfield. We've got to bat. We've got to score some runs. Oh, you complete me. 105 all out Pakistan. We worked it to a T. We got wickets up top. Topley and Cook with the wickets. Atkinson came on, bowled well. I bowled Moeen Ali before Lewis Gregory. That was a change. Gave Jacks a couple of overs. Everyone economically outstanding. And then we cruised home. Phil Salt, top score so far in the campaign of 40. That's not quite working out, is it? But 16 for Will Jacks. Gives us 3 victories. Sorry, 3 victories, 4 points. Which also means we're not quite through yet. However, if Sri Lanka can overturn that net run rate, then more power to them. And we make it into the semi-finals. And again, we've probably got the easier of the draws. Coming out the other group, we can see that India are out on net run rate. They went and lost 1 game. That's unfortunate to go out after winning 2, but oh well. Bangladesh out, Australia and West Indies through. But we are going up against Shai Hope, who's got the most runs in the competition with 293. Josh Buttler just makes the list with 210. And we've done it. We've put in a back-to-back performance. And maybe, just maybe at the right time, we are getting hot at the right time. We put on 94 for the opening partnership. An opening partnership that lasted 11 overs, particularly over number 7, 4, 4, 4, 6. Huge stuff. Josh Buttler's having a wonderfully consistent campaign. Phil Salt scores his first 50 and starting to have the right trajectory. Ben Duckett scores his second 50 of the World Cup, averaging 33 though since we started the save with a 151 strike rate. A lot to like about it. A lot to like about Moeen Ali's role in the team. He's been brilliant since he's coming in. Spinner Will Jacks has been really good. And somehow, some way, an England team that lost back-to-back games against the Minnows is in the T20 World Cup final. And I don't want to over-egg this, but Moeen Ali has been exceptional, going at 6.5 in his 2 games. Reece Topley has been exceptional. Will Jacks has added great value with a 244 strike rate. But this only works if this bit at the top gets some runs. Sam Haines dropped off as well in terms of strike rate. So here we go. World Cup final against Australia. Oh my days. It's coming down to the wire. There was one stage I thought we are absolutely cruising for a bruising here. And it's just started to go wrong. Will Jacks took 3 in and over. But unfortunately, they've just scored 17 off and over, including 2 thick edges for 4 off Lewis Gregory. 1 straight down the ground from Mitchell Starc. Hazelwood on strike. And he does exactly the same. It's not even close to the bowler. They need 14 off the last 12. And it's going to be the main man, Reece Topley, steaming in. And we just need 1 wicket to win the World Cup. Topley into Hazelwood. He's gone straight through him. We've done it first. I can't believe we've won that. We lost to 2 minnows. But Topley with the final wicket. This was a crazy game of cricket. Glenn Maxwell came in absolutely slaying stuff. But it was here. It was a wicket there that got us into this game. There was 2 for Gregory. Will Jacks, there we go, 5 wickets in about 8 deliveries. Jacks with 3. Gregory with 2. That was enough. We get 169 thanks to Salt and Hayne, and we win the T20 World Cup. And you get an achievement. And after all was said and done, Phil Salt was the highest run scorer for us in the competition with 342. Sam Hayne was second with 266. Salt strike rate 159, exceptional. Butler was great. Ben Duckett 250s, played a couple of key roles for us. Bairstow added runs at a 176 strike rate. Will Jacks at 220 since he came into the lineup. But it was Topley's 17 wickets at 13. Quite right, he got the final wicket. Went at under 8s and over as well. Will Jacks went at 6.09 and over for almost 3 games full worth of bowling in there as well. Cook, Gregory, Atkinson. We got the team right in the end. And the 13-man squad to play the first Test match is going to be a little different to the one that England's just picked in real life. Sam Hayne is going to be part of the team. Bairstow's going. Ollie Robinson of Durham fame, wicketkeeper, is going to come in and take the gloves. And then the bowling attack, there's a few changes as well. Gus Atkinson, Sam Cook, Jimmy Anderson, Jack Leach and Matty Potts. And there's not too much change from where it's at in real life, except Ollie Robinson's getting the gloves instead of Jamie Smith. Gus Atkinson is going to play alongside Matty Potts. Jack Leach is getting the nod over Shoaib Bashir. Bashir didn't, in the save I've just done with Northants, spoiler alert, he just didn't quite develop. But it's going to be a bowling first sort of day. Haven't got a choice, they won the toss. And Win Predictor likes us. There's something built slightly different about Ben Stokes' England team, and we see it here. We're not excellent, but we do enough to win. Stokes takes 5. We bat and get rolled for 188, which is, on the whole, quite an England thing to do. They get 244. There's some better stuff here. Jimmy Anderson with 4 wickets looks good. And we get 419 for 5 and knock them off in 119 overs. Joe Root scores 100. We're looking at the game at 3 for 47. But big partnerships, 155 by the Durham pair. Stokes, 100. Robinson, 81 not out on debut. We take a 1-0 lead. Also, we're not that far from touching distance of India to be the number 1 rated Test team in the world. Quite a long way to go in ODIs. And touching distance in T20s? It's definitely not the best batting sort of day, so we're going to have a ball and try and make good use of it with Jimmy. And in treacherous conditions, with 6 hours 50 lost, we get a win. It should have been easy in this because we got the best of the bowling conditions. It was poor for the first 3 days, but we got the best of day 1. Matty Potts picked up 4. We were 230 all out, but we were 214 for 5 and got cleaned out for 230. Kamar Roach absolutely bagged his way through the back end. Ollie Pope got some runs. Stokes with another 4. His bowling form is exceptional. His batting form is exceptional. And we knock off 250. Nothing's too hard for this England team at the moment in Test cricket with chases. And Joe Root with 102. Harry Brook with 91 gives us a series win. And a batting lineup with not that many concerns. Crawley, Duckett and Pope. Yep, all pretty poor at the moment, but there's time. And with the ball, only Gus Atkinson has got me questioning whether he's good enough to take this role. We've got Sam Cook, who's in no form whatsoever, who could come in. So hopefully, we've lost the toss. We're going to bowl. Also, if anyone's got any ideas of how I can get Jason Holder out, that would be much appreciated. He is currently just threading us all around England. Lose by 93. Again, I just hurt my teeth. Tangerine Chanderpaul, he cashed in some runs. He's been okay without making a score. He had a great Test match here. 187 runs in the Test match for him. They just hung around. Every single player hung around, made it difficult for us. We got 3-4-4. Then Ben Duckett scored a good ton, but middle order blown away. Ollie Pope has been an absolute chocolate fireguard throughout the whole series. Oliver G. Robinson, I think's done okay. Couple of scores in there. One did not bat, but averaging 46 from your first series, batting down the order, I think is very, very reasonable. We needed 3-2-5 on the final day. Literally had a day to go and do it. It was tight. Root and Crawley were batting well together. I put on 73. I upped the aggression to try and see if we could win the game. And it turned to custard after there and we got bowled out. But a 2-1 win nonetheless is quite reasonable. Joe Root with the most runs. Root, Duckett, Brook, Stokes, Robinson, superb. Crawley, Pope, very, very woeful. And with the ball, Gus Atkinson, Matty Potts both averaging 42. So Jimmy Anderson's going to retire at some stage. And at the moment, we've not got anything that could possibly take over from them. Losing that test match also drops us down. We're down into third. A little test match against Sri Lanka coming up. And it is going to be... it is an opportunity for change because Ben Duckett is out injured. Also, I think I want to see what I've got without Potts and Atkinson. I feel we've got time on our side. It's going to be a big series. Matty Potts is on fire in the championship as well, so I might just hold on to him. Dan Douthwaite's exceptional strike rate bowler on this game, but economy rate is absolutely erratic. Tom Price is someone who might be ready for international cricket. So is Australian Dan Worrell, who has qualified as well. He is a wonderful cricketer in real life. Could I do it? Could I do it? I can do it. Looks like I am doing it as well. Then just looking at who's available to come into this team, we need an opener that can come in. You've got Alex Lees, who's an option, Alex Davis, Daniel Bell-Drummond. I'm sure this is Rishi Patel. It is. We know he was exceptional for us in the Northants series. Ben Slater's not really the sort of guy you want to give a shot to. Ali Orr would be one. He was exceptional in last year's game. Not quite there. So, and Finlay Bean's probably a little bit too young in the game. So Rishi Patel is getting an England call-up. So it's all changed so far in the game. It does go to show, when Anderson goes from this team and Broad's just gone, this England team is a little more fragile than what we would like to believe. But it will be Rishi Patel on Test match debut, opening up with Zach Crawley, playing at Lord's. And with the ball, Sam Cook is going to get the new ball honours. Now, Sam Cook was amazing in 2023 on the game. 2024 with Northants, he was great, but his strike rate was a problem. This year, 34 wickets at 23 on the game. So we're going to see how it goes. We need a natural replacement for Jimmy. We just need any bowlers, really. We're going to win the toss. We're going to have a bat and hopefully bat big. Come on, Rishi. And it works. Rishi Patel, 111 on debut from 267. He was excellent. One played and missed. One catchable shot. Runs all around the wicket. Particularly, there wasn't a lot of spin bowled, but feasted off the fast bowlers. Ben Stokes makes 100 as well. We win. Was it easy? Well, we batted really well. Bowling was sluggish. So, great first innings. We take about 99 run lead if we want to be accurate. Cook with one, Anderson with one. It was slow. Jack Leach did the hard work. But their top 6, top 7 batted really, really well. We get 3 7-8. Zach Crawley gets a ton. Joe Root gets yet another Test match ton. He is in phenomenal form. It's what you get from a guy with 34 Test match hundreds to his name. We bowled them out for 273. They were never going to win the game, but it got into the final session. Sam Cook. I think there's question marks here. Lack of firepower, it felt like, up top, and we really relied on Jack Leach. Also, we're getting near the end of the summer, and Ollie Pope is only averaging 19, so that's something to watch. Sam Cook, do I give him another test? I think I do give him another test. We'll give him the new ball. Give him one more just to have a little look-see to see how he goes. He's got his favoured conditions here. He is going to be batting, which isn't ideal. Oh, we've got a hat-trick. Jack Leach with the first one of the series. The game looked like it was going down to the wire. There's a session and a half left, but we get a win by 78 runs. Leach gets it done. Men around the bat trying to win this game, and he picks out slip. Great catch by Joe. I was going to say, it looked like Joe Root, but I was looking at Oliver G. Robinson's name. We pick up a win. It's a fantastic performance. Second Test match done. Ben Stokes with wickets and runs like he does every single time. This man is just in exquisite form with the bat. 3 big centuries for us. He scores 133 here. Things to note, Ollie G. Robinson, 83 not out. That's a good knock as well. highest score of his international career. An 81 and an 83, both not out. Really important. Getting it done when times are hard. Bowled them out for 189. Sam Cook actually takes a wicket with the new ball, which is a new thing apparently. 196 all out us. We got the option to do the follow on. I was like, no, let's score some more runs. Didn't quite work out. We got rolled. They batted a long time. Their middle order looked good. Chandy Mal scored 100, and I'm starting to panic. And Jack Leach did Jack Leach type things, which was pick up wickets. He's been excellent for us. We're 2-0 in the series. The thing that Sam Cook gives you is immense control. His economy rate is brilliant, but he's just not picking up wickets. So then that opens the question going, who else would you want to see in this team? Tom Price is maybe more of a Stokes sort of bowler and replacement in the future for us. So you've kind of got Ben Coe, Josh Tong, if can stay fit, Mark Woods available, Craig Overton. Gus Atkinson is an option still. I think for us, we're going to have a look at Josh Tong. Tong's going to get the new ball alongside Jimmy Anderson. Batting wise, it's the last test match of the season of the English summer, probably this episode. So Sam Hain is going to come in and bat at 3 for us. Big call. Ollie Pope out the team. There's a big turnaround of players already within 6 test matches from where they're at in real life. We sweep them 3-0. We are done. 198 all out Sri Lanka. Good performance from Josh Tong on debut. 3 for 65 here. He bowled really, really well. Picked up wickets when we needed them, particularly towards the end. Blew away them. Sam Hain, 95 in his first innings. Got cleaned up by Fernando, but then injuries. Jack Leach got struck by a ball while he was batting and retired Hurst. But good performance from the batting lineup. Reasonably happy. They get 373. Joe Root has to bowl 8 overs for us. Angelo Matthews with 100. But 213 for a 2. With the team that we are, with the chases we've made so far, it was never going to be enough. Zach Crawley with a century. He's had sporadic, but that's Zach Crawley. He's been more consistent against India and Australia, but generally in his career, generally as a player, if you're out for less than 50% of the time, that's the norm, which is quite interesting to think of. It's what you do when you're in that counts. And here he's gone and bagged a couple of tons for us and is averaging 37. I'd like it to be slightly over that, but that's what we're dealing with. We pick up a win. We're 116 points. We're only 3 behind India, breathing right down their neck. Ben Stokes tops the run scoring charts, averages 94. What a player he is. 5 innings, 200s, 250s, outstanding stuff. Root averages 64. Rishi Patel comes in and averages 47, 100, 150. That's pretty reasonable. Crawley averages 50. Brook 31. Hain 48. Pope 11. But with the ball, it's Jack Leach again. Best bowler on show. Anderson was all right. Potts was better. He went from averaging in the 40s to 30. Ben Stokes' bowling's a worry, and Josh Tong came in and got it done. And we can cross off the T20 world number 1 batter because Phil Salt is world number 1. Phil Salt is out injured for the T20 series against Australia at home. We've got a T20 series followed by a first stint of one-day cricket. And again, as is the way, we're going to take a look at a couple of different players here. We're going to take a look at a Will Smeed to come in and open the batting. And we're also going to take a little look-see at Ben Green, who, under the radar for quite a few people, but puts out outstanding numbers year on year in the last 50 wickets at 14 in the game. And picked up some wickets, strike rate of 11 last year. So we're going to have a look. Feel like we've actually got a lot of time on our hands with trying to build out this team. Does give us extra batting with Green. So Topley was great in the World Cup. Moeen Ali will retain his place. Bairstow was good getting on with it. Lewis Gregory was good getting on with it. So not a lot of change there. Smeed will open, but it's debuts. Smeed and Green getting international games of cricket. The County Championship folk love to see it. Get pumped. 155 all out. Batting wasn't strong enough. Bairstow ducked. Moeen Ali 1. Gregory 9. Fell apart. Ben Duckett was reasonable, but with the ball, Green went to 8. Topley's at 13s. The change we're going to make is Sam Cook's going to come back into the lineup. He's going to take the new ball with Topley, just like we did in the World Cup. Josh Butler's out injured, so Will Jacks is going to come in and open the batting. Ben Duckett's going to take the gloves. Lots of change. It's a brand new opening partnership from the World Cup we just won. Smeed and Jacks. 65 off 6. I like Smeed and Jacks. Now, pumped again. Australia. 162 for 6. Will Smeed, 73 off 46. Harry Brook with a golden duck. How's that form for you now, Harry Brook? Sam Hain has... You got to say, he's just petered off completely in this format. Some good scores in there, but maybe not quite the number 3. And with the ball, we just didn't get the breakthroughs. Reece Topley's been ultimately disappointing in this competition, considering how good he was in the World Cup. But we've seen this happen in real life to players. Sam Curran was player of the tournament in the 2022 World Cup. We've seen his form tank over time. Plus, we're without a couple of really key players. Pumped 3-0 drubbing. Batting again, Will Jacks out first ball. Duckett, 48 off 40, kind of held us together a little bit. Harry Brook has one of the worst series of all times. And with the ball, Sam Curran 1 over for 20. 1 over for 20. We may not surprise you, we lost 3-0. And unfortunately, that number 1 T20 ranking could prove quite elusive. We're also borderline number 1 in Test cricket now. We're getting near another achievement. And for the first set of one-day games, we're breaking a few moulds here. We've got injuries, so Butler's not available, Salt's not available, and there was someone else that wasn't available. But it gave us an interesting squad. We've chopped and changed a little bit. As you would like with probably these guys, Sam Hain in the mixer, Jimmy Rue coming into the squad, worth a look at. Jordan Clark from Surrey, exceptional cricketer. Ryan Higgins, exceptional cricketer. We just want to have a look. Just want to have a look. And we've done it. We're the number 1 test match team in the world. We're ticking them off like there's no tomorrow. And the team we're going with is a very un-England lineup. This stuff's not too bad. Rue at 7. Oh no, I'm going to go for Stokes' big hitting down the order. But Clark, Atkinson, Archer and Rashid with the ball. Not convinced on it. Not convinced on Rashid. Not convinced on Archer. We've got Ryan Higgins, Moeen Ali, Ben Green that can come in. Oh, this game. This game sometimes does your boxing. 285 they score. Marnus was good. Travis Head was good. For the most part, we bowled very well. Gus Atkinson with 3. And then in the chase, we were doing okay. I upped 1 aggression in the power play and both of them got out within the same over. And then we had moments where it was looking like we'll get there, but we needed more than a run of ball. And Joel Paris, of all people, just ran through us. We lose by 1 wicket. A much better performance. Joe Root, run a ball 130 was very good. Sam Hain, another 50. He's on a bit of form. Jimmy Rue was coming to the game and looked pretty good. 51 not out. Could have done with a little bit more acceleration, but couldn't get it. And then with the ball, nothing was awful, but Travis Head was great. Once we got through Smith and Head, we're looking pretty good, but they're just a better team than us in white ball cricket. I still don't know how we won the World Cup. I also think we made a mistake playing a spinner in that game, which I might... Oh, do I make a change? This is the thing with Jofra Archer in this game. Just doesn't do very well. In the nicest possible way, he just doesn't do very well. Jordan Clark is now an international... I've made a mess of this squad, haven't I? I just haven't got the balance right of genuine quality bowlers. Oh, we've lost again. In the final over again. We get 319, runs all around, a pair of 69s you like to see. That's 71 for Hain, 81 for Brook. We score 319, but our bowling attack isn't good. Jordan Clark and Ryan Higgins. Clark's actually come in and done all right. You know, the one-fers, but he's not gone around the park. But we can just own up to the fact we've got the wrong squad on the pitch. And I think the only way to manipulate that is to put a spinning pitch on and go with 20 overs of Moeen Ali and Rashid. Now, butchered by 108. Jimmy Rue top scores for us, but they get 310. Adil Rashid going at 7.2 and over. Ben Stokes with a rare good one-day performance for us. Jordan Clark going at 9.15. I think if there's one positive I take away from this series is we've probably ruled a few players out. And I know he's been okay, but Bairstow, I just want to have a look. Last game, let's have a look at Zach Crawley. And it's the whitewash. We've lost 8 games straight. Jimmy Rue, again, he's had a good series for us, but we've got question marks. We didn't get a lot out of Duckett in the series. You just lost 5-0. You've lost 8-0 in the last few, but you still won the World Cup and you're the number 1 rated test team going around. Sam Hain, great. Jimmy Rue, great. Joe Root. Is it great? Is it great, Joe Root? You know, it's bolstered by that 130 not out. Not a lot outside of that. Brook was terrible. Bairstow, Duckett, Stokes, not good enough. And with the ball, holy moly. Gus Atkinson, 13 at 21. Take that. Stokes, 11 at 26 with a 5.84 con rate. I'll take that. But everyone else, woeful. Woeful. We've made it hot. 88 point. Oh man, we have dropped way down that. We've made it difficult for ourselves. But we know that this England team is a rebuild job. That's why we're here. We know how poor they've been in white ball cricket, and we're just seeing that in its entirety. And I'm really unsure about what the bowling attack looks like. But if you've got any ideas, let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. We're back. It's going to be a great series. Looking forward to it. Share it with your friends. Leave a thumbs up. We'll see you next time.